Welcome back to the videos, and in this video we're going to look at something a little bit different. So far we focused a lot on custom landing pages, and the reason is obviously that custom landing pages within the Power theme are super powerful and is what really sets the Power theme apart from all the other themes on the market. So if you want to build out a product page, for example, then I highly recommend that you use a custom landing page to do so, like we did for this custom landing page one example here. You can see this is our product page. However, the Power theme does also give you the opportunity to use standard product page templates if you'd like to. And the reason you might want to do this is if you have like maybe more than 5 or more than 10 products on your store, and you don't have enough custom landing pages to create a custom landing page for every product on your store. Or maybe you have 2 or 3 main products on your store that accounts for 80% of the sales, and then you have some other products on your store that you just typically offer as upsells, and they might account for less than 20% of your sales or so. Then in those cases, instead of building a fully customized landing page for those smaller products, you might just want to use a standard product page. And standard product pages work the same way as product pages on other Shopify themes. And you get to the template by clicking on the product pages template right here. So I'm sure this is probably familiar to everyone who've used Shopify in the past. This is the standard product pages that 99% of themes use as the only type of product page. So if we scroll down a little bit, you can see that's it actually. This is the end of the page. So by default, we have it set up so we do have a carousel section, and this carousel section is going to pull the product images dynamically from the product. We also have the product title, which again is going to pull this product title from the product. Product prices, the Luke's reviews, again pulled from the product, and also the product description is going to be pulled from the product. So the important thing to note here, and it's also why every other Shopify theme on the market doesn't allow you to add any other customization to product pages, and it's because this product page template, which we're looking at right now by clicking this button, this is the only product page template which will be used for every product on your store. And if that sounds weird, I'm not sure if you've noticed that with Shopify themes in the past, but that's just the way they work. So basically every product on your Shopify store is going to use this exact same page template. So every product on your store is going to have a carousel here, a title here, a price here, and then the description text here. And you're basically not able to add anything else to your page. So that's just how product pages come standard out of the box with Shopify. And in a second, I'm going to show you how, even though it's not a perfect situation, we did actually add a little bit of extra things to these sort of standard product pages for you. So for those who do want to use these for their smaller sale products, we do actually offer a few different customizations. However, it does come with the caveat that since this is a standard product page template for every product on your store, whatever changes you do make here are going to be reflected on every product page that is loaded up using this template. So just to give you a quick example, if we look at this dynamic sections content block and we decide to add some trust badges to our standard product pages, so we'll add 4 icons with text here. You can see that we can add these 4 icons here to the product page template, but just note that these 4 icons with this exact same text fields and icons are going to show up on every product page that uses this template. So that's just something to understand. So if you want to fully customize product pages, obviously use a custom landing page. However, these are good enough for smaller products on your shop. Before we look at the other sections, I just wanted to quickly go back to the Shopify dashboard to show you where these elements are getting pulled from, in case anyone is a little confused about where this stuff is coming from. So as you can see right now, this page we're looking at is for the main Therm OSD product, and you can see the product title here. And this description that we see here is the description associated with this product. So keeping that in mind, we'll just back out of our theme for a second here. We'll go into the products tab, and we'll see that the thermos with OSD is the product that we were just looking at within the editor. So if we click into here, we can see that this was the text that we were looking at within the Shopify editor. And this was the text that was being pulled into that template that we were looking at. Similarly, this was the title, and these were the images, and these were the prices that were pulled in for us into that template. So now let's go back to our template. It's up here, product pages. So you can see that on the template, it did load up this thermos with OSD product again, but it just as easily could have loaded up any of the products that we have defined on our store. And I believe the way Shopify works is it loaded up this product with the title thermos with OSD because it's the first product on the list of products. It's basically the first product we created for the store. So I believe it will always load up this product here for us when we click into this template. But I might be wrong about that, but I believe that's why. So that's where the stuff is coming from. Now let's just quickly go down through the static sections on this template. So we have the carousel with countdown section, which you can see here. So this is pretty similar to one of the other carousel sections that we offer on the custom landing pages. However, you can see we don't have the option to add any description text here. We do have the option, however, to change the background color. So we could change the background color here. Oops. We could update the product title color here. We could update the sales price and regular price colors. The countdown call to action text. So actually we're not showing the countdown right now. So if we just scroll down a little bit here, we can see that we have the option to show a countdown here as well. And if we click save, you can see that we can now put a countdown on our standard product page templates. But again, just keep in mind that this countdown and anything that we change here in this template will be reflected on every product that uses this template. So keep that in mind, obviously, as you're designing this page. So we can change the countdown text color here, the countdown timer color here, the countdown order processing time, which is this text here, and the order processing time color, which is this text here. Next, we have the option to add our Facebook likes widget here, and we can show or hide this. Again, you're going to want to put in your Facebook page URL right here, similar to all the other carousels we've previously gone over. By default, we just use the Nike one. So you can see that the Nike page has 34 million likes. And if you click this button, you can share the Nike page on your personal Facebook profile. Next up, we have settings for the product title. So font size, letter spacing. We can either show or hide the Luke's reviews. And again, the Luke's reviews that show up here are going to be associated with the product that's loaded up within the template. So for this product, we have 97 reviews with a 5-star rating. The actual color for the Luke's stars are set within the Luke's app itself. However, we can change the rating color here with this color selector. Next up, we have the product status label. So it defaults to this in stock now label. And you guys are probably all familiar with this, but you can either show or hide this label, or you can also change it to a different light plus a different text. So you might want to say only a few left, perhaps. And you could change this to red. However, you can already see the limitations of using sort of a standard product template like this, because now this template is going to be used for potentially many different products on our store. So unless you only have a few left of every product on your store, this obviously wouldn't make sense to do. So this is why, again, custom landing pages where you have a full custom page per product is a lot better. But again, we'll just continue down our list here. Next up, we have the countdown timer. So that's the thing that we shown before in the beginning of this video. So you can either show or hide this timer, and you can modify the call to action text here. You can also bold or unbold that call to action text here. Bold or unbold the timer numbers here. Also, you can play with the padding for the call to action text here, as well as the font size as well. Next up, we have the countdown type. So anyone who has watched the other videos is already familiar with this, so I'll just go quickly. The countdown type, you have the option to choose either countdown an X amount of time or countdown to a certain date and time. So if you choose to count down a certain amount of time, these settings will be applicable for you. And you can choose to count down 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours. Just note if you do make a change here, so let's bump that up to 8 hours. You won't see your change live until you save your template. And once we save, we can see this updated to 8 hours. We can also, instead of counting down an X amount of time, we can count down to a certain date and time. So you would just input your date here. So let's say, July 24th, 2021 at 5 p.m. And we'll click save here. And now we can see that the timer updated to a countdown to this date and time. Next up, we have the advanced timer settings. So this is actually one thing that's different about this standard page template. Since this is a standard product page template, which will be used among many different products, we excluded the option to save timer data locally to your customer's web browser, because obviously they might be looking at different products. So we excluded that functionality within this template. However, you can still hide the timer when the timer runs out, which you can do that with this checkbox here. Next up, we have shipment processing time. So this works the exact same way as it does on the other custom landing pages. So you can either show or hide this processing time here. And for those that are familiar, this is, as the name suggests, it's an indication to your customer when their package will be shipped out if they order today. So here you input your typical order processing time. So this is the processing time that your fulfillment agent or third-party logistics provider can typically ship out a package for you. So if it's, in this case, we're saying it's a 2-day processing time for orders. So if they order today, which is March 22nd, then their order is going to get shipped out by March 24th at 5 p.m., which is the shipment cutoff time that you set here. You can also set if you ship products on weekends or not. So if you do not ship products on weekends and your fulfillment date lands on a weekend, then it will get pushed out to the following Monday for you automatically if you select this option. Next up, we have the trust badge. So again, you can show and hide the trust badge, and we have 4 different standard trust badges that come with the Power theme. You can also upload a custom trust badge image if you'd like. So you can choose any image to upload as your trust badge. You can also change the size of your trust badge, and that goes for your custom image and the standard image that we provide. You can easily change the size of these trust badges. You can include or not include a trust badge flip in animation. So on save, the trust badge will flip in this case. You can also add padding to the top and bottom of this carousel section, and also include an animation for this section if you'd like. So that's the standard carousel that comes on the standard product page template. Next up, we have the product description, which we can see here. And this is the description that is dynamically pulled in from the product in reference to this template. And we have some basic settings as well for that. So we can choose the section width. This is a very short description in this case, but this could be many pages long in some cases if you'd like, and it would pull it in just fine. The description text color, the font size, and again, padding top and bottom, as well as the background color. Next up, we also add a FAQ section, so you can quickly add FAQs, but you will have to select the box to display the static section, similar to what you have to do with the custom landing pages as well. So if we click to display this section, you can see that our FAQ now pops up, and we can add multiple question and answers here. Just if you decide to add Q&As to your product pages, remember to keep them generic for your site. So since they're going to show up for every product that uses this template, you're going to want to keep them generic, such as what is the shipping time perhaps, or what is like the refund policy, assuming that you have a site-wide refund policy for all your products. If you don't want this style of FAQ, you can also add an accordion style FAQ if you'd prefer that. Have the Luke's reviews section here. So if we click into it, we can see that we can either display or not display the reviews. And note that we don't have any product selection here for the Luke's reviews block. And the reason is that since this is a standard page template for all the different products on your store, it's basically going to pull the reviews for the product that's currently using this template. So in this case, right now, it's the thermos with OSD product for the page we see in front of us. So if we turn on the Luke's reviews, it's going to pull the reviews in for that specific product. So we can see that the reviews for the thermos populate here for it. In terms of the settings, we can change the background color. Also, we can change the width and the top and bottom padding for the section. So that just about does it for the sort of standard page, product page template. Again, remember that this is going to be used not just for one product, but multiple products on your store. So if you're going to create a page for one of your higher selling products, or if you only have a few products in your catalog, then I would recommend just using custom landing pages to create fully separate and fully customized pages for each product that you sell, because obviously that's how you're going to see the greatest conversion rates. However, if you do want to use just a standard product page for some of your smaller products, then definitely feel free to use this one. But just whatever customizations you make here with the Power Themes extra settings here that we offer, make sure that these are just generic settings here. So something that would be applicable to every product on your store, or every product that you use this template for, such as like refund policies here, as we mentioned, or maybe trust badges with, let's just say we can add like icons, for example. So maybe like trust badges like this, that would be more generic in nature and applicable to every product that you sell. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you guys make use of this product. If you have any questions, then definitely send our customer service team a message with any questions that you might have about product pages in general, or using this generic page versus custom landing pages, because I know it might be a little bit confusing, but hoping that made sense. And yeah, any questions, just let us know. So I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.